Hi students, a very pleasant and warm greetings to you all. Hope you are doing good. Last session we have seen about if and if else statement, right? And today we are going to see about else if statement, okay? Here if and if else we saw that if statement will have only the true block. If else means if in that section we'll have true block and in this else section we'll have false block, right? Here in this else if statement if you see, here we will have more than two blocks. Right here, if we'll see the syntax first here. If this if else statement evaluates an expression and executes means it will have two pieces of code that will be depending upon the condition. Right here in this else if it is to specify a new condition. Right here, if you say if, let's see the syntax here. If one syntax is there, one condition will be there. Okay, if n is equal to 10, that means first it will check the condition. If that condition is true, it will be executing that first line. If that condition is false, it will check the next condition. Else if n is equal to 20. Okay, it will check whether the value of n is equal to 20. If it is 20, the thing in that block will be executed. If it is not 20, again it will be moving on to the next condition. Else if n is equal to 30. Here if you say if n is equal to 10, the first coding will be executed. If it is not 10, it will move on to the next, it will check the next condition. Else if it will have another condition there. You can give a number of conditions here. In this, if you see n is equal to 20, that means if the value of n is equal to 20, the second block will be executed. Again, another condition is given here. Else if n is equal to 30, if the value of n is 30, this block will be executed. If n is not 30, 20 or 10, again it's given as else and one block is here. If all else fails, execute this block. That means if the value of n is 10, 20 or 30, these things will be executed. If the value of n is other than this 10, 20 and 30, whatever is in this else part will be executed. Right? We'll see an example so you'll get the clear idea of this. First, they have opened the HTML tag, head tag, title tag. Inside title tag, program to test else if command in JavaScript. And they have closed the title tag and closed the head tag also. And then opened the body tag. And then they have inserted the JavaScript inside HTML tag. How will you insert JavaScript inside this HTML? Script language is equal to JavaScript. Type is equal to text slash JavaScript, right? And then variable marks is equal to prompt of please enter your mark for 100. Whatever you are giving here will be saved in the place of marks, right? Here, since we have declared the marks as a variable marks is equal to prompt of please enter your marks for 100, comma, and then a 0 is given here. Here, if you see, since we have used this prompt keyword, a pop-up box will be displayed, and in that pop-up box, please enter your marks for 100, /100. This will be displayed there, right? Whatever you are entering in that box will be saved here in the place of marks. Okay. If this mark is greater than 90, document.write your grade is outstanding. This will be displayed, right? If it is not above 90, it will go to the next line. Else if mark is greater than 70 or less than 90, and symbol is for if both the things are true only, it will move on to that block. Okay, if the mark is between 70 and 90, mark is greater than 70 and less than or equal to 90 means document.write. Whatever you are giving inside document in that line, your grade is excellent. That will be displayed. Okay, and if it is this is also not true or this is also not accepted means next block is there. Else if mark is greater than 50 and less than or equal to 70. If the mark value is greater than 50 and less than or equal to 70 means document dot write your grade is good. Okay, else if the mark is greater than 40 and less than or equal to 50 means your grade is satisfactory. That will be displayed. Okay, and if this all these conditions are any of these conditions are accepted or any of this condition is true means that particular line will be executed, right? If all these conditions are false, it will just come to this else part. In this else part, if you see document dot write your grade poor and have to reappear exam, this will be displayed there. Okay, that's all. Here we saw about if statement in the last section, and then we saw about if else statement. In if else statement, we saw one true block and one else block, right? Here in this else if statement, if you see, here we will have if part, and again you can give some more conditions and you can give some more blocks there for each condition, and at last if all these conditions are false you can give a else part also, right? And then at last slash script, so they have closed the script tag, slash body, they have closed the body tag, and slash html, they have closed the html tag also, right? So let's see the output for this. Here if you see, first, what is given? First, you are given prompt dialog box. Please enter your mark /100. This will be displayed. So, inside this box, you can give any number, right? If you are giving 73, where the 73 will come? Here you can see, else if marks is greater than 70 and marks are less than or equal to 90, right? In that line, what is there? Document dot write your grade is excellent, right? So your grade is excellent will be displayed there. If you have entered 32 means it will not come in any of this else if part, right? So this else section will be executed. In else section, if you see document dot write your grade poor and have to reappear exam, right? This line will be displayed in this output page. If you are giving the value below 40, right, there is nothing special about this code. This is just a series of if statement. Okay, one if statement you know, one else statement you know, right? Here we are giving a number of if statements, and at last a else statement also we are giving, right? Here only first time you will give a if statement, and from the second time you will give the if statement keyword as else if. Okay, else if, only that will be the difference. Here the following part, if is a part and else is a class of the previous statement, right? Here using this else if idiom, this is preferable to, and it is more easy than writing their statements practically, right? You can just find average, or you can find the grade for students easily if you are giving this code, right? You just try it in your home, right? If n is equal to, here if you see, they are given the syntax clearly, if and else part is there. Inside this else part, again they are given a if. Understood? Again a block is there. Again else, if a condition is there. Again a else. Okay. So here else if means else, if this condition is not true, you just check the next condition. So that is else if. Understood the word else if? Okay, next one is switch case statement. Okay, switch case statement is same as this else if statement only. Switch case means JavaScript offers switch statements as the alternative to this if else structure. Okay, here this switch statement is especially useful when testing all the possible result of an expression. The syntax of this switch structure means switch. The word switch is used. Okay, switch, that is a keyword. Inside that an expression is there. Okay, an expression is there, and then case, first one, case 1, and then if that case is accepted, statement 1 will be executed. Break, case, another statement. If that statement is accepted, the statement 2 will be executed. Like that you can give a number of statements and case and statements there, right? At last we'll have default statements. Okay, if label 1, label 2, label 3 we are giving. If we are not entering this label 1, 2 or 3, we'll have this default part, right? In this default part, we'll have a statement. We will use this statement, okay? Break and default statement. Next one is break and default statement. Here, after seeing this break and default, we'll see the example for the switch statement. Okay, switch statement will begin by evaluating an expression placed between the parentheses. Like the if statement only, the result compared to labels associated with case structure that follow the switch statement. If the result is equal to the label, the statements in the corresponding case structure are executed. That means the default. This is the structure and this can be at the end of the switch structure. That is, if the result of the expression does not match any of these case labels, this will be executed. Right? This default structure will be executing its part. Okay. The break statement means this is also used commonly within the switch statement to exit the statement once the appropriate choice is found. Okay. If the correct choice is found, it will just break the code and it will just move on to the end of the coding, right? Here they have given an example for this. You just check this. You don't confuse this switch case along with this Elseif statement. Today you learned this Elseif statement separately. Last session we saw about if and Elseif, and you have learned that separately, right? And today we are going to learn this Elseif, right? Today you just learn this Elseif and you just see this program and you just write it down and check it once thoroughly. Tomorrow we'll see this coding or the example for this switch statement, okay? Because the switch case is like if else only, but it will have a small difference, okay? If you are learning this else if and switch case at a time, you will get confused. So we'll see this switch statement example tomorrow, okay? So today you learn what is this else if, how a coding can be written using this else if statement. What are the uses of this else statement? Using else if statement, whatever coding you can do, what all the results you can find, that and all you find it today, right? Tomorrow we'll see the example for this switch case, right? The switch case statement we'll see tomorrow, and the other looping or repetitive statement also we'll see tomorrow. Okay, in branching, now we are seeing the branching statements. In branching, we have if statement, if else statement, else if statement, and what else? We have switch case, right? Else if else, switch case, right? These are the branching statements. Okay, here in looping or repetitive statements, we have for loop, while loop, do while loop. Okay, for loop, while loop, do while loop. We'll see about this looping, repetitive statements and all the next session. Before that, we have left the switch statement example also, right? So today you learn this else if statement part thoroughly. We'll see the switch case coding tomorrow and we'll just start about looping and repetitive statements also tomorrow. Okay. Thank you for your valuable time. Stay home, stay safe, take care. Bye.